Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Check it back.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go now. 18 Gator. Too low. Mike, 55. Hey, Alpha. 55. Hey, go. It's just me and you. Hey, check right.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Slam. Jam. Let's go.
First down, and it's Pollard again. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
22 jet bombers. Bang. Check 3.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, wahoo! Mike 20. Come for you. Hey, check 24. Check 24. 5.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On the double. Hey, pick your game up. Rush in. Ready.
Now here's Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time the running game didn't suit him so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
Check Mike 99. Now.
2nd and 4. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Leo.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter. Bravo. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Check Mike 99. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, Delta. Check Mike 99. Watch the pass. Check Mike 99. Hey, defense. Get it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one complete. Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
Ready up. 20, Mike, 20. We don't want this. Topper. Look, squeeze. Buzz. Yes.
2nd and 9 now. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm coming after you. Hey, over. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the screen, watch the screen. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Kill, kill, kill. Hey, exit.
Ready. 2nd and 6. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
With the score, Cowboys 14. Redskins
18, Gator. Here we go. Trips. I got 19, There.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
I got it. Check number 19, check number 19.
We got trips over here. Trips over here. There's overload.
Hey, Echo. Everyone, Mike 20. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Set, ready? 60, Pittsburgh. 6-6, pull it high. Hey, seam 6. Check 31. Hey. Motion me out.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Ready. 30 base. 55. Who that? Begin.
On first down, this is Geis. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Hey, Foxtrot. Give me that ball, defense. Switch. Check 9.
2nd and 3. Is brought in by Jamison Crowder. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That's good for 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. It's caught. Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Watch 19, watch 19. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Hey, Haywood.
Check 26. Check Mike 99.
Get it.
2nd and 11. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Ready?
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Safety's creeping.
Greystone travel. Rock it.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Hey. High 7.
They'll look to throw here. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistent.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
17, Redskins 7.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is. to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 44-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Blue draw corkers.
Watch the whip. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Steve Griffin.
Back to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They'll run with Pollard. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Pollard again. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just wanted nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is...
And the pressure gets to him again. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
It's our time. It's our time.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 11-yard line.
Come on, set. 10-2 saw. Hey, orbit.
Three down. Check Mike, 9-9. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
Now.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He can't hang. He's not going to get
General West.
out. Kill.
Hey, Echo. Now.
Motion to the backfield.
Hit it.
they'll look to throw on third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Maher is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At their own 19-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Let's go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Back now in Arlington. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Coming to you. Mike, 55. Right there. Remember,
Hey, Sam off.
I'm coming to you.
Hey, team 6. Go.
Kill.
2.
Out of the gun now on third down. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Check Mike, 9-9. Big stop.
Hey, Charlie.
Check Mike, 9-9. It's going to be a long...
Get it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Maher, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Go.
Second tone defense. Let's go. 49. Check 49.
Second and 14. This one caught by Crowder. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 27. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2.
Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Come on, set.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Going to run again here with Pollard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready, break.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Let's go.
They start on the ground with Geis, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Hey, wahoo! Look, squeeze. 5.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better.